Good evening, my name is Garrett, and welcome to The Last Call. Tonight's final drink is a personal favorite of mine. This is Johnnie Walker Green Label, which is a blended Scotch. This bottle is so well known. I could pull out a half a dozen different Johnnie Walkers, and their iconic bottling just speaks for itself. Not only that, you have the classic Keep Walking on the front of it. Now, Green Label has an interesting story to it. This is a 15-year minimum, obviously, as blended scotches go. It goes by the youngest scotch that is in the blend. And it's from 4 different distilleries, coming from Talisker, Linkwood, Cragganmore, and Kalila. Now, I'm a huge Talisker fan. They were my first introduction to smoky scotches through Talisker Storm, which I'll link up above if you're interested in that one. But Green Label was one of those ones that made me go, oh, this is what something can be. This is what Johnnie Walker can really show some heft to itself, and can be one that is an easy recommendation for an easy sipper. The kind of quick story behind Green Label was in 1997. It was first introduced as the 15-year-old pure malt, and then in 2004, they changed it over to Green Label. And then, and looking at my notes here, it was discontinued in 2012. I'm going to guess probably because they either didn't have enough casks of it ready or something happened, obviously. Maybe it just wasn't as popular. And all around the world except Taiwan. Taiwan loved this so much they kept it there. And then in 2016, they brought it back globally. So you can find this just about anywhere that most commonly can sell Johnnie Walker. Usually if you find double black, green's around there too. Most areas sell red and black. If you see double black, look around, you might see green. Now, as always, we're going to be trying this 2 different ways. First way being neat, no water, no ice. And the second way, we'll add a little bit of water in there to see what wakens up. Yeah, and this was grabbing this bottle for my first time. I was like, wow, this is amazing. And it's an easy introduction into what Johnnie Walker can really do, especially if you go, there are some people out there that are not big fans of blended. And you know what? As long as you're transparent about it, it doesn't matter what you drink or how you drink it, as long as you enjoy it. So, let's go for nose. I love this nose. You can definitely tell it's from Talisker. It's got this fruitiness to it. Just a dab of smoke in there. But it's sweet on the nose, fruity sweet. Just a dab of smoke on there. It's very, very faint. But that fruity, a little bit of honey notes. You can't tell the ABV on here at all. It's non-existent. But it's just this, got a bit of honey going on, but that almost orchard fruitiness. It's got almost like a green apple freshness to it. Some people call it like a fresh cut grass. And I can kind of see what they're saying on that. But I just love the nose. It's that Talisker fruitiness to it. Now, I've never had Kalila yet. It's on my to-get list. I've just got so many bottles that I've been trying to try out. But I just love the fruitiness. And it to me, even on the color, kind of reminds me almost like it's got a light golden color to it, almost like an apple juice kind of coloration. Let's go for taste. Honestly, yeah, that smokiness. Smokiness comes across a little bit stronger on the taste. It's a good introduction to what smoky can be. Again, I'm a huge Talisker fan. That smokiness is very light in there. You get this, a little bit of a dry finish, but that fruity shows up in there too, and the two just kind of dance together so well. You get a bit of oakiness. I just love the smokiness to it. It's super, super light. Great introduction to what smoky can be. And if you've ever had things like black and double black, you're kind of dancing a little bit in that smoky area, but the green really takes it up a notch. The funny thing is you don't get a lot of those similar notes on the gold label, in my opinion. Same thing with the 18. The ABV shows up just a pinprick. You get a little bit of that alcohol right there, but it's not offensive, and it's just lovely. And I just love the finish. It's got a dry finish to it. You're left with a little bit of smoke and just a little bit of like a honey sweetness there. Yeah. This is the best bang for your buck in the Johnnie Walker lineup, in my opinion. Because there's nothing wrong with the ones before, red, black, double black, and there's nothing wrong with the ones above it, gold, 18, and blue. But boy, oh boy. Okay, we're going to be trying it with a little bit of water, see if anything wakens up or changes. There we go. I wish all bottles were something similar to this, because I've had some crazy shaped bottles. It just makes it easier for storage. You can fit almost like 10 of these across an area where a lot of your others are just so oddly shaped. Okay, I had a few drops in there. Not adding a lot. There we go, that's plenty. Proof it down just a little bit. That fruity, that orchard just shows up so prominently. I almost say the smokiness shows up maybe a little bit more on here. Maybe just a tad bit more on the nose. That the smokiness shows up more on the taste. The fruitiness kind of dials back a bit. It comes up more as an apple note. A little earthy. Still got that dry mouth feel to it. The smoke doesn't linger quite as much, but it's still there. Second round, oak shows up pretty prominently. That smoke doesn't quite linger as long, in my opinion. Kind of letting it fade here. A little bit of vanilla sweetness is there, but not a bunch. Don't go into this thinking it's a huge sweet. A little bit of, it's got a very dry mouth feel to it. Yeah. I would say definitely I like it neat better because of that smokiness. The smoky and the orchard play together so well. Here, the oak shows up a little stronger. That barrel note shows up. And you get that bit of smoke and that bit of orchard. Just not quite as prominent, in my opinion. Though I think the vanilla shows up a little bit more on that one. I think it does. Just, I mean, it's splitting hairs. But yeah. Very good. Very good. So, as we all know, market price is market price. Usually in my area, I could find this for right around the $65. And it really doesn't veer too much. Maybe 67, maybe 63. But it's usually I can find this for 65. In my opinion, it's a solid buy. Some people are going to get kind of snubbish to it because it's a Johnnie Walker. And people are that way towards blended sometimes. In my opinion, this is an easy introduction to what smoky can be without putting your big toe into stuff like Talisker or Highland Park, though those are both great options for smoky introductions. Johnnie Walker just brings the name to the table. It's a great gift idea. If you're looking for a gift for somebody that is starting to get into whiskeys, I feel like this is a good option, as long as pricing matches up right with you. But it is one of those whiskeys that I can easily recommend to people saying, hey, give Green Label a try, because you go, I don't care for black. I don't want to spend a whole bunch of money, but I'm looking for something interesting. But, I'm still new to whiskeys. Johnnie Walker. All day, every day. Green Label is a great example of what it can be. So there you go, Johnnie Walker Green Label. As always, if you have any questions about it, feel free to ask down below. I'll do my best to answer it. If you'd like to see a specific spirit reviewed, definitely let me know down below as well. I'll do my best to try to find it and see what I can do for you. And as always, may your last drink of the night be the best one.